Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today, I know it's been a long time ago, just because, it's one of these times. So anyway, I decided to share today's recipe with you guys because I think you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it, especially if you love Asian food. Right away, what I'm doing right here is boiling 1.5 liters of water. And in there, I'm gonna add 1.5 of these chicken broth tablets. Okay, so it's 1.5 liters, and I'm gonna add 1.5 tablets chicken broth. Okay, and in there, I'm also gonna add 3 chicken thighs. I'm not gonna show it to you too long. It's sitting there because I'm cleaning it. Like you guys, those of you that watch my easy recipes, when I work with chicken thighs, meat that has not been frozen before, I got this fresh. What you do is, what I always like to do is, what I've learned is from my mom, as a kid, and the whole culture that I come from, is that you actually cleanse it with vinegar. I now happen to have apple vinegar, but it doesn't matter. Whatever kind of vinegar and salt and freshly squeezed lemon. And just clean it thoroughly. Get rid of all the feathers, get rid of the fat, all the blood vessels, the whole thing, until it's nice and smooth and clean. So I'm gonna wait for the water to boil, and then I'm gonna add the chicken thighs in there with the chicken broth, and then let it cook for almost 2 hours on very low heat. And if you think that you need to add a little bit more water because the water vaporizes, just add a little bit more water in the process, but just let it cook for almost 2 hours. So the water is boiling with the chicken broth in there, so now I'm gonna add the chicken thighs. So I have 3, which is about 900 grams. Guys, as always, when you work with chicken, like I said, especially chicken meat, I don't know, there's something about it that gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, to make sure they always disinfect, I always use first the dishwasher soap to clean the whole thing, or the dish soap, I don't know how you guys call this, and then really disinfect it with something that's actually meant to disinfect. And we love Dettol. It's a huge brand, and I don't know, we just love it. So just make sure that you clean the whole area, anywhere you've been with the chicken. It's the whole kitchen counter, anywhere. So guys, I just checked the chicken, and it's really falling apart. See, look. See, it's really falling apart. I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna really fall apart, and I don't want that. I want it to be as a whole, but yeah, look. So this has been on a very low fire. First, I made, I waited till the water started to boil, then added the chicken in, and then it's now exactly 1 hour and 45 minutes. So I'm gonna take the chicken out, let it sit, but hold on to the chicken broth that you have. Don't get rid of it yet. So guys, just wait for the chicken to cool off a little bit, and then just get rid of the skin and the bones. And so what you basically want to end up with is what they now call today pulled chicken meat. Okay, just that. So just the meat of the chicken, and just pull it apart and take it off the bone. That's what I'm gonna do. But wait for it till pull it. Wait for it. It's cooled off a little bit.
Pull it.
Pull. Not too much though.
Pull.
So guys, there is the pulled chicken meat. What I love about this, when the chicken reaches this level of cookness, being cooked, boiled, you can actually dissect it really on the inch, so you can decide what to keep or not to keep. So you can get rid of literally anything that has a color that you don't like, which is normally for a chicken meat normal. So yeah, there it is, just pure chicken meat.
It's just awesome.
That's awesome. It's fabulous. So let's continue with step 2. So guys, next, a little bit of olive oil. Don't use too much, maybe max of 1 tablespoon olive oil, not too full. So in there, we're gonna fry an onion, 1 big onion, chop it. If you have fresh garlic, you can add a little bit of fresh garlic. We don't, and we're not that crazy about garlic, so I'm gonna do a little bit, tiny bit of garlic powder, but just a little bit, if any. So you do need, for this recipe, something that you cannot make yourself. So I'm really sorry, you guys, if I'm setting you up for the disappointment. But you do need, for this one, this Indonesian, what they call...
Now I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they call them wet herbs. It's number 10. It's called the Soto Ajam for chicken. Just ask it. You know what? If nowadays, I think, unless you live somewhere on the moon, I think nowadays you will find somewhere in some how do you say, the perimeter from your home, you will find someone that sells foreign stuff. Yeah, a toko, like we call them here, a toko, like an Asian shop. So just ask them for Soto Ajam number 10, and it's also called the bumbu.
That helps.
Soto Ajam. That's what you need. Yeah. So first I'm gonna fry the onion. Chop the onion, fry it, a little bit of garlic, and then add the chicken, and then add this. So guys, there it is. First the onion and the chicken and the garlic. Well, this time I'm a little bit hasty. So without thinking and realizing, I added the chicken, but actually, when you do it, just wait for the onion to fry a little bit before. When the onion gets a little bit translucent, then add the chicken. So add the onion and the garlic first. When the onion gets a little bit translucent, then add the chicken for 2 minutes. Glazig is how we call it in Dutch, yeah. For 2 minutes, fry it together, and then we're gonna add the bumbu, Soto Ajam, the wet herbs. They're wet herbs because they're literally wet, see?
And this?
This is another recipe for another day.
Oh.
This is the cat food that's we just finished. Our cat, Miko, he loves food. He loves food. And this has been simmering for 2 hours. It drove him crazy. So he kept asking for food. So guys, after after maybe 4 minutes of the onion, the garlic, and the chicken meat frying together, let's just say 4 minutes, add those special spices in there. They smell delicious, especially if you love Asian food and Asian herbs. If you don't love Asian food and Asian herbs, then then this might smell as, let's just say a dirty finger of a monkey. So it depends. Just be open-minded and you will smell it as I'm smelling it. It smells good, guys. So add those herbs, and then keep stirring them for a couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Make sure that they're smudged all over your chicken meat, okay? Like this. Next, we're gonna add this. We're gonna add it in there. And then let it simmer for 20 minutes. Alright, I hope I can do this. I hope the pot is not too hot, because some of you guys always ask us to show you what we're doing. But usually I'm doing it alone, so... Anyway, so now we're going to add the chicken broth that we ourselves have made. Piece of chicken can go in there. So stir it like very, very well. Stir it very well together. Okay, like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it and not through the phone, but directly at it. So sorry. Here you go, guys. It smells really good. Again, if you love Asian food. Hey Siri, stop. That was the 2 hours for the chicken, but my chicken didn't need 2 hours. So let it simmer. And now we're gonna go on, continuing with preparing rice, a couple of potatoes. Just peel a couple of potatoes, add them with the rice, and then about 2 eggs, depending per person. 1 egg per person. We're gonna boil them all together, okay? Just to save time and fussiness. So that's what I always do. Just clean the potato, peel it, cut it in half, and then just wash, cleanse the eggs, and eventually put everything together with the rice, and then prepare the rice according to the instruction on whatever rice you are making. Okay, just do the whole thing together. While the rice is boiling, just add in there the potato and the egg. That will save you extra dishes and all that. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then come back to you guys, and then we're ready. So guys, I'm sorry I was distracted, so I forgot to show you. I forgot that I was making a video. So there are my 2 eggs. I cleansed them, washed them first. There's the rice and 1 potato, and I divided each potato in 4 pieces. So this is boiling. I'm gonna let it simmer. This is how I make my rice. Doesn't mean that your rice should be like this. I'm gonna let the rice simmer for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, this is turning into a nice soup. It's thickening. Smells good. So guys, the rice is ready. I maybe overcooked it a little bit. I was distracted. Rice is ready. So I drained it. I'm gonna let it sit. When you overcook the rice, sometimes it helps to let it sit. That steam will keep it soft, but also make it dry up a little bit. So just keep it in there like this. Meanwhile, a little bit of chopped celery. I took the potatoes out, as you can see, still stick with rice. Doesn't matter because it's gonna go back in there anyway. And the eggs I'm gonna peel. So I have everything for now. I'm just gonna wait for the rice. I'm gonna give the rice about 10 or 15 minutes to dry up a little bit. So I have this, I have the rice, I have chopped up celery, I have the potatoes, I have the eggs. There's only one thing you can also do. If you know Indonesian kitchen, you can also do a little bit of dried onions that we sell, and just drizzle it over there. But I don't like it. It just does something with my stomach. It doesn't agree with my stomach. It just gives me a sick feeling in my stomach. So I'm not gonna do that. But if you know that and you love that, do it. They also sometimes give you what they call the kerupuk, which is the Indonesian chips that comes with it. You can also do that. I'm not going to do it. It's a little bit too early for my taste. And there is only one other thing that you can add in there, which me and Mike don't necessarily like. I'm going to show it to you. I don't know the English name. It's this. So wash it and maybe chop it in half, or you can leave it like this. You can add there in this later on also, when you serve it in your deep plate. So just to sum it up, you guys, so this is ready. I have the rice. I'm doing the double check while I'm filming it. I have the eggs, I have the potatoes, the celery, I have this. I don't think we're gonna use it. We don't like it, but just see, I always try to give, push myself, to expand my how do you say that, my acceptance of different food. So every time I try. And then we have the mihun, which is the rice vermicelli. So just a little bit, because this is because we have the rice anyway. Just a little bit of this. Usually do it together. Just prepare it according to the instructions on the back, and just have it on the side ready. And why I haven't assembled the whole thing yet, like I said, I'm waiting for the rice to dry up a little bit. So guys, there you have it. We're done. See? Mike's. It smells delicious. I just tasted it. Smells delicious. It tastes delicious, I mean. So I encouraged you to go and expand your horizon, try new things, and I hope the way I shared it with you guys is simplified and that it will motivate you to, feel brave enough to go and try this. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you make your own Soto Ajam, please let us know how yours came out, and maybe you stumbled upon things that we maybe can even learn from. Feel free to share that. So again, thank you from me and Mike, and thanks for the love that you choose to show for this channel and for us, either through comments or just through a silent watch, view, and share and do all that, and subscribe, and see you guys in a different video, God willing. All right, take good care. Bye bye.